Francisco Buencamino was a talented composer, writer, musical director, pianist and a passionate teacher. He also was born in a musically inclined couple, where his father was a church organist and a band master, Fortunato Buencamino, and his mother was a singer, Luisa Beltran. With the guidance of his father, he could play an organ at the young age of 12. Education. At 14, he was sent to study at the Liceo de Manila. There, he took up courses in composition and harmony under Marcelo Adonai. He also took up pianoforte courses under a Spanish music teacher. He did not finish his education as he became interested in the zarzuela. Works and compositions. Francisco Buencamino taught music at the Ateneo de Manila and at the Centro Escolar de Señoritas. At the latter, he founded the Conservatory of Music and was its head until 1938. At the same time, he also handled music lessons at the Liceo de Manila. He founded the Buencamino Music Academy in 1930. It was authorized by the Department of Public Instruction to grant music degrees. Some of his pupils were Nicanor Abelardo, Ernestina Crisologo, Estela Velasco, Beatriz Alba, and Emilia Hidalgo. In the 1940s, he started working as a musical director. He also composed music for films produced by Sampaguita Pictures, LVN and Excelsior. For a time, Francisco Buencamino frequently acted on stage. He also collaborated on the plays written and produced by Aurelio Tolentino. The Philippine music publishers, which Buencamino established, undertook the printing of his more important compositions, but it was not a successful venture. One of his earliest compositions is En el Belo Oriente, 1909, which uses José Rizal's lyrics. Ang una kong pag-ibig, a popular kundiman, was inspired by his wife. In 1938, he composed an epic poem which won a prize from the Far Eastern University during one of the annual carnivals. His Mayan Concerto is considered his magnum opus. Begun in 1943 and finished in 1948, Mayan Concerto had its full rendition in February 1950 at the graduation recital of Rosario Buencamino at the Holy Ghost College. Ang Larawan, 1943, also one of his most acclaimed works, is a composition based on a Balita tune. The orchestral piece, Pizzicato Caprice, 1948, is a version of this composition. Many of his other compositions were lost during the Japanese occupation, when he had to evacuate his family to Novaliches, Rizal. Francisco Buencamino died on 16 October, 1952. In the same year, he was given a posthumous Outstanding Composer Award by the Manila Music Lovers Society. Dr. Rodolfo S Cornejo was a distinguished Filipino composer, pianist, conductor, musical director, and professional lecturer. He has an exceptional ability to render on piano classical and contemporary, on-the-spot, improvisations based on a succession of notes or numbers given by the audience. Education. He became a church organist at the age of 8, a composer at the age of 10, whose composition was published when he was 13, a military march entitled, Salute, dedicated to then-Governor General Leonard Wood of the Commonwealth period. He was a holder of a teacher's diploma from the University of the Philippines at the age of 23, and also a degree holder of Master in Music, Mus. M. in Composition conferred by the Chicago Musical College at 24. Works. His talent was greatly appreciated locally and internationally, and been appointed to serve as a pianist and a director at the American USO Concert Unit in Europe during World War II and was appointed by then-Pres. Manuel L. Quezon as researcher and official composer of the Philippine government in exile in Washington, D.C. Ironically, his composition was used as background music for a documentary film taken on the funeral of the president. After the war, he became a piano soloist with the New York Symphony Orchestra, the CBS Symphony Orchestra, and the Los Angeles WPA Symphony Orchestra. He became a soloist with the Manila Symphony Orchestra. He was composer and musical director of Sampaguita and Vera Perez movie companies, directing the musical scores of 27 movies. He taught humanities at the Pamantasan ng Lungsod ng Manila. His over 35 works include symphonies, concertos for piano, violin and marimba, rhapsodies, sonatas, chamber music, solo voice and chorale music and solemn mass music among others. He has been nominated and considered several times for the prestigious National Artist Award in Music. He died in Manila on the 11th of August 1991. Bernardino Custodio was a notable composer, conductor, pianist, and a teacher in the 19th century. He was born in Manila on May 20, 1911. Education. He studied piano under Pedro Eliorga and later enrolled as a full scholar at the University of the Philippines Conservatory of Music in 1925, graduating with a degree in piano performance in 1930. He also studied composition and conducting under Alexander Lippe, Gino von Takash and Herbert Zipper. In 1959, he pursued a Master of Arts degree at the University of Santo Tomas and traveled to the United States under a Smith-Munt grant. Works. He was appointed as an associate conductor of the Manila Symphony Orchestra in 1940. He taught at the University of the Philippines and the University of Santo Tomas, where he also was the director of the Conservatory of Music in the years 1957 to 61. He was one of the 11 original members of the League of Filipino Composers when it was founded in 1955. Before his retirement, he also served as member of the Executive Board of the National Music Council of the Philippines and Dean of the Yamaha School of Music Philippines. One of his famous compositions was the Nocturne for the Left Hand, composed in commission for the 1981 NAMCYA competition. Also known by its programmatic title, Vision, the piece is in ABA form. He passed away in 2001. Subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell button so you never miss our next informative video about Philippine music.